When an emergency or utility service takes to the air, it must deliver highly trained professionals, straight to the heart of the action. For the ultimate performance, they need an air support package that goes the extra mile. Aircraft, pilots, roll equipment, maintenance and training. It's what Specialist Aviation Services does best, giving your operation the total support you demand. Specialist Aviation Services, known as SAS, was established in the west of England in 1984 and is today based at Gloucestershire Airport.
Good morning, Specialist Aviation Services, how may I help you?
It serves medical, police, utility and other niche customers. The purpose-built HQ provides support for over 40 aircraft in the UK, Europe and worldwide. These are mainly twin-turbine helicopters, but also a number of fixed-wing aircraft. Whoever the client, our highly trained workforce always strive for and achieve the best levels of service.
I think the key thing to understand is that our customers actually need availability. The aircraft is a platform for them to provide their services to their customer. So if you can understand how to make the platform do the job effectively for them and to make sure that that platform is always available for them to do that job, then that's where you win. That's the service that we provide.
SAS appreciates that every client has different requirements. So its packages can be anything from straightforward maintenance contracts or equipping aircraft to supplying pilots or training. In the medical emergency sector, SAS operates and supports over 20 air ambulances. The Essex and Herts Air Ambulance Trust is a recent addition.
The decision of the Trust was that the provision had to be a total package. So SAS provide both the aircraft. They also provide the maintenance for both the aircraft and the pilotage. Over a year, we're looking at probably doing about 1,000 missions and flying somewhere in the region of 600 hours.
Once the contract was awarded to SAS, the first job was to supply and kit out the aircraft. SAS manufactures the medical interior themselves in their completions department to accommodate the customer's equipment. They can also integrate off-the-shelf designs if required.
The customers come to us because they know that we can remain flexible all the time and we can give them a package that is totally tailored to what their needs are. Then once we're into the installation phase and the manufacturing phase, we invite them in so that they can come and see how their aircraft is doing. And then we hand it over to the customer, hopefully very happy and on time.
It's a good relationship. I find it very refreshing that I can speak to anyone within the organisation, right from the top, right down. They're always very approachable and always provide a good service.
Police aviation is another major sector for SAS. They serve over a dozen police helicopter units in the UK and overseas. SAS has worked with the Greater Manchester Police for over 10 years. Together, they have pioneered police aviation in one of the country's most challenging inner-city environments.
In police aviation in Manchester, we are one of the busiest air support units in the country. Typically, we will fly between 1,200 and 1,300 hours per year. We did 5,500 tasks last year. So the aircraft is made to work extremely hard.
So hard, in fact, that when they asked SAS to create a brand new helicopter, the police procurement team demanded all the latest equipment to aid airborne law enforcement.
members of the design team came to fly with us here in Manchester, looked at how we operated so we could best design the ergonomics within the aircraft. It's a great environment for the operators to work in. As the aircraft stands now, it's probably the most advanced police helicopter in the world.
In the utility sector, a recent addition to the SAS portfolio is Trinity House, that has looked after the lighthouses around the coast of England and Wales for nearly 500 years.
We're faced with quite difficult weather conditions very often, and we're flying aircraft onto very small landing sites, so they require very specialised precision flying. And there's a lot of equipment that we have to fly out there as well, some of which we can fly actually in the helicopter, but some of it we actually have to load lift underslung beneath the helicopter.
SAS designed the roll fit from scratch to maximise the helicopter's capability. The frontline air power of these emergency and utility services makes for an impressive display. But the great hardware is only as good as the people who make it fly. SAS is one of the most experienced air operators in the country, with specialist approvals for medical, police, utility and offshore air operations. It prides itself on the quality of pilots it provides.
We employ about 50 pilots. We're very particular in terms of the type of pilot that we recruit because we are providing very specialist services. A lot of our pilots are ex-military. Typically, they will come to us with at least 2,000 hours of flying experience and experience of very demanding roles that could be search and rescue, flying at night as well, and in extreme conditions.
As well as training all its own pilots and engineers, SAS also delivers specialist training courses for its customers' crews, including paramedics, observers and ground support crews. Another core specialist service is aircraft maintenance, with major refits and annual services typically done at SAS HQ. The vast majority of the work, however, is carried out on-site by SAS's teams of local engineers, both in the UK and at its overseas operating bases.
We look at scheduled maintenance when the aircraft is not required. However, when the customer has a defect that stops him from flying, then we can mobilise somebody straight away and deal with the situation, depending on whether that's a facility or on a road or a hillside.
The latest and best aircraft and helicopters, fitted with the most advanced roll equipment available. The most skillful pilots, diligent engineers and thorough training programmes. Specialist Aviation Services can fulfil all your medical, police, utility and other specialist aviation needs, now and long into the future.
Specialist Aviation Services has a full range of capabilities, so we can offer a full package to our customers. The company's been running for many years. We work in a very buoyant market and we're going to be here for many years to come. We want to work with our customers long term and develop as they develop.
SAS provide us with two very capable aircrafts. They provide a very good backup in the form of maintenance and pilotage, and all in all, they do help us provide a very, very effective air ambulance service.
SAS as a whole package, from the design, the aircraft that they supply, the whole team there are great people to work with, and they've developed a superb product for us, so I can't really recommend them high enough.